You just went through the mammoth. You took down the financial dragon known as the CFP, and I applaud you for that. It's a big, big, big deal. I want to know, does Bank on Yourself still hold water for you?
I would say it actually stands up even stronger. I'll let everyone know that paid up additions writers, I didn't hear anything about that in any of my coursework. Words bank on yourself were not in at least the textbooks that I read did not have those words. And yet I saw it everywhere.
You saw Bank on Yourself all over the pages in the textbooks. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, we've talked about this before with in the investment textbook, it kept saying over and over again that you can run these formulas, you can do these models, but past isn't indicative of the future. And I hear that all the time as a bank and yourself professional that past investment performance is not indication of the future. I'm reading through the investment textbook, learning a whole new world of, stock investing and something I kind of thought I understood a little bit, but never done a deep dive in. So you learn all of the different types of analyses, fundamental, technical. You learn about the different models that are out there, different formulas you can use to compare different potential investments and choose which one. And yet they all always reminded us that they're flawed, that they're not perfect, that they're still looking back in order to look forward. And what has happened in the past might not happen again. One example was like, let's say you find a mutual fund that had a huge return compared to all the other mutual funds over the last 5 years. That says nothing really about the next 5 years. And
Right.
yet, that's often how we choose mutual funds. If we're choosing mutual funds, is which one had the highest return historically. And it was just such a reminder to me that that's those models, those ways of doing things, sure, they become standardized, they're accepted. If I were to, buy a mutual fund, I'd probably use some of those to get a better idea of what I was doing, but they have their flaws. And I'm really glad I'm not building my foundation, my financial foundation on such flawed numbers
Mhm.
that you really have to be an actuary to understand somebody that's crunching these numbers, that's doing these things all the time, and yet still they are guessing most of
Yep.
the time.